Sean and Joe, another episode ready to go. They're gonna talk about the good and the trash and anything in between. Cherishing make-believe, get ready for Halloween. It's the horror show. I know you missed those guys. Tune in and find out what's on their list tonight. They butcher and dissect, take apart and mutilate. Listen to your two favorite brainiacs communicate. It's the horror show.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to The Horror Show. Show it dissects, mutilates, dismembers, and butchers all of your favorite and not so favorite horror movies and other horror-related events. I'm Sean.
I'm Joe.
Joe, we're out by the campfire, the summer. Do you like this?
I love it.
Can you hear it?
You're playing something?
Yeah, you can't hear it?
No.
Oh, fuck. That's so disappointing to me. You don't hear a fire? A roaring fire?
I hear nothing, man.
Well, ain't that a fucking bitch? I thought this thing would, for sure. Well,
if it makes you feel any better, I do think I just got bit by a mosquito. So it's like a bio.
I've got a track playing in the background. It's like a fire with owls and bugs in the background.
Oh, that's pretty cool for our summer theme. Yeah.
For our summer theme, I don't know if I should let it play through the whole thing or just some of it. But.
Wait, you want to play it for the whole episode?
I mean, it's just in the background.
You know what? Do it. So probably not.
I mean, if we're at camp, we're not putting the fire out. Hey, man, we just talked about Fast and the Furious for an hour on Patreon.
We did a long one.
That was fucking fun.
And I just saw F9 today in theaters.
Yep.
My first time back to the theater. I, like many people, were like, I can't wait to get back to the movie theaters and see a movie in the theater. Very excited to get in there. Immediately, a couple sits behind us and fucking talks the entire time, and the guy's like, "Oh, I think this is gonna be when Shaw shows up." It's never right. He's never fucking right. Talks the entire time. The girl answers a phone call and is like, "Hey, I'm in a movie," and then proceeds to talk for like the next 5 minutes. And also, the guy just fucking open mouth coughed and sneezed the entire fucking movie. So you know what? I did get the movie theater experience. I just forgot how much it fucking sucked. So things are back to normal, and it's disgusting.
I think it's way worse. I actually think it's way fucking worse now. I did like the theaters when they were empty prior. I think I think the theaters are going to see like a big comeback now that we can go back to them, which is good. But like you said, my first experience was the same thing. I was like, man, this is great. Like, just like the whole thing up until you got in and like everyone was coughing and fucking sneezing. And I was like, you fucking kidding me? And people right next to me are fucking talking. And I was just like, what? I fucking hate this. I fucking hate it.
This has nothing to... My complaint has honestly nothing to do with politics or COVID. You're just fucking disgusting, and I wish you would keep something over your face at all times and just stay the fuck away.
And don't go to a fucking movie theater doing that shit.
Yeah,
that and a plane. Like, dude, it's like way too like tight in there, man. Like, just
stay the fuck home. Shut the fuck up. Stay the fuck home.
Watch a fucking movie. God damn. Oh my god.
But yeah, nature is healing. So we're back. We just did an episode on I almost said Final Fantasy. Fast and the Furious 5 and 6, both great movies.
Oh, yeah. Great amazing. Hey, you know what's not a great movie? Mosquito.
Hard disagree.
Well, that's
Wait, I'm sorry. We've already derailed our own Mosquito episode.
Yeah.
Talking about Fast and Furious. Feel free to edit this out. I really just want to ask you this. Have you ever seen anything more ridiculous than somebody parking for a tag sale and blocking a driveway?
Joe. So I dropped off 2 microphones for Joe today. By the way, you're going to, and then over the next couple, 2-3 weeks, you're going to notice some microphone changes. So hopefully they come out good. That's the intention, is to make it better. But just so you know, you'll hear some audio changes this week and next week. Anyway, so I was dropping off microphones to Joe. at his house. And there's a car with their emergency brake lights on, or emergency, what do you call it? Blinkers? Like
the hazard lights
on, parked right in front of Joe's driveway. And I was like, oh, maybe Joe is like redoing his driveway. Like, you know what I mean? Like something. Cause it was literally blocked. Like I've never seen, you would only do that intentionally to like not let somebody in.
Come in.
Yeah. Like it's right in the middle. It's not like slightly over. No, it's right in it. And then I drive by and I see Joe on his fucking lawnmower and some fucking idiot in the passenger side of the fucking car. And I was like, wait, what the fuck? So then I turn around. First, I'm facing the guy. I went like nose to nose with the car, and I like threw my hands up at him, and he just proceeded to ignore me and look at his phone. I was like, what the fuck? So I go down the street, turn around, then come in behind him, and I like put my hand out the window to be, the one hand out the driver's side window is like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
Nothing happens. Then I see this lady across the street who is clearly the driver of the vehicle shopping at a tag sale, picking up old dirty fucking wreaths and shit, looking at it 100 fucking times.
Dude, the things that they had out there was honestly like street signs. Like somebody should probably investigate that. I was seeing people like take like caution tape and like things that said like "Don't enter, do not enter."
And it was the end. It was the end of it. It was 5 o'clock. Like the tag sale was fucking over.
No, they just moved it all to the curb for free taking, which, again, just park on that side of the fucking road. It's not that hard.
So now I'm like sitting behind it and I wait like 2 minutes, which is too long. And then I'm like, fuck it. And I'm able to like squeeze through like a little bit to get in Joe's driveway. And I'm like, by the time I like do this, they'll see that I'm like now a person going to this house that they're blocking. They both fucking look at me. Like I know they did. I looked because I was staring at them. And I go back to my fucking car and no one's moving the fucking car.
It's fucking unbelievable.
It was the most insane thing I've ever seen. So I finally just start fucking rolling backwards and I'm like, I'm going to fucking hit them. And like I'll just go really slowly until they fucking leave. And while this is happening, Joe is driving his mower to face the fucking blower at him. So it's just fucking grass covered the side of their car.
Then I sprayed the passenger window, and the guy's just staring at me. And I thought that would like give him the hint, and then like he just turned and looked to the driver, but like he didn't even bother to roll down the window and like holler at her. So I just circled around again, just loaded them all up with my grass clippings.
Fucking insane, dude. Fucking insane. And then they finally move it. Like it was one of the most absurd fucking things I've ever fucking seen. Get a fucking grip. What the fuck was that? Oh my god!
My neighbor was so pissed. Did you see him outside?
Yes. Yeah. Oh yeah. I knew he wanted to do something, and I was like, oh my god, please don't escalate this, because like he saw me and then saw them and was just like, I could feel it. I could feel it. His blood boiling.
Very angry, jacked man.
Oh yeah. Well,
good shit.
Yeah, it was fucking good. So we got Mosquito today. It's the start of our summer. What did we do? Oh, Uncle Sam. That's right.
Yes.
Movie I've already forgotten.
I liked Uncle Sam. Before I forget, can I make a request?
What's your request?
Can we do Ticks?
Oh, brother, it's already on the list.
Is it?
Yeah, I adjusted my list the other day. Like, I don't know. I somehow went down a wormhole and then I found Ticks and I was like, oh, this is happening. I think Ticks should be probably be our live show.
Okay. Same format as last time?
Yes.
Yeah, because there's no way anyone's going to, like, be mad about us streaming Ticks. Probably be fucking thrilled.
You guys have to sit through Ticks. We'll do a Ticks watch along.
Are we going to do I Know What You Did Last Summer for the second time?
No, it was actually going to be something else. I forget. It was going to be something else. I've moved things around. Things have already changed. Don't worry about it. Listen, don't fucking worry about it. But I guess I should announce it as if let me look up my fucking calendar. Google Calendar. Here we go. The horror show calendar for our social media person, which shout out to her. She's doing a great job out there. So Piranha is next week. Oh, Sleepaway Camp was going to be our live show. I got rid of I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Oh, okay.
I mean, we could still do it. I got messages from people being like, I can't wait for you to do that. And I was like, oh, fuck.
I'm down. I'm down with it.
All right. We'll continue it in. Let's just do some animal movies for the rest of July. We'll do Mosquito, Piranha, and another one, and then Ticks for the live show, July 31st.
Let's do Roar.
Roar?
Yeah.
Is it a lion movie?
I think so. I've never seen it.
We got a bunch of actually suggestions. Actually, we should look at those from Instagram, actually, because our social media person ran a poll and asked people what they wanted to do if we did a like creature feature for July. Most of them were like creatures, like monsters, you know.
Oh, okay.
Sarah Sarasniak says Crawl from 2019. Did you ever see that?
Yeah, remember when we quit the show and then we got together like for October?
Oh yeah,
we talked about that in the Rob Zombie.
Oh, that's right.
Sequel.
That's right. Crawl had yeah. Somebody says Komodo, which sounds terrible. Food of the Gods?
Oh my god. Dude, Food of the Gods sucks. I can't remember if it's 1 or 2, but it has that scene with that super tall kid. He's like 50 feet tall. He's just yelling at his mom. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah. Oh my god. I
forget what he says, but the mom's like, how would you like to come to the kitchen? He's like, how would you like to shut the fuck up?
Paul, our Paul said aquanoids.
Sean, let's do aquanoids. Dude, aquanoids has probably been seen by like 15 total people. and I would say like 6 of those people are because Paul showed it to them. Paul watched that movie probably excess of 20 times in like 2003, 2004, whenever that came into his hands. Let's do that and let's get Paul on the show.
Okay. All right. Aquanoids it is. And then
Paul would quote that constantly through college. No one knows. Nobody. I bet you even the people in Aquanoids would know that he was quoting Aquanoids.
Even if you had just watched it, you'd be like, wait, what are you saying?
I agreed. He would repeat it constantly.
All right, aquanoids it is. So we'll do mosquitoes, piranha, and aquanoids. Part of our little summer creature. Hopefully there's a fucking creature.
There is.
Okay.
It's an aquanoid.
You know, fucking classic aquanoids. So we'll do aquanoids and then we'll do ticks for the live show. And then we'll start our more of our camp feature in August, more focusing on the woods. How about
on the camp part?
On the summer camp part. So Mosquito, 1995. Starring is a rough word, but starring Toby Hooper. Although I guess he is this.
No, Gunnar Hansen.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, Gunnar Hansen. Why did I write Toby Hooper there? Because I'm an idiot.
Yeah,
but
Texas Chainsaw.
So Gunnar Hansen is in this. The budget $200,000. The box office is almost $1 million. That cannot be true. I mean, it's
I would go see it.
Here's a problem though. It says the figure for the box office is $986,314. Okay, it's a very to the point number. And it says citation needed. So I'm pretty sure the owner just wrote that. The fucking director wrote that, but that's fine. Such a random number to put in. This this movie. Well, actually, I guess before we start this movie, any fun summer memories involving movies for you?
Oh wow, put me on the spot. No. In regards like what, like watching a movie?
I guess I don't know. I was just like thinking about it, and I was like, man, summer was such a weird time. Like just sitting around the house. Like I remember,
honestly, parties that you threw in your backyard with tents, you would stream like Ghostbusters. I distinctly remember being played. We would like a bunch of people would just come over, get drunk, and honestly, it was like it was like Friday the 13th. Like just get drunk and hook up, and for some reason, Ghostbusters would be playing.
All those movies, all those scenes in horror movies were like they're like paying homage to like another director, and it's playing in the background. That was what was happening.
I mean that's literally what comes to mind. I loved it because you lived close enough where like I could get home safely.
Yes. Yes.
And then somehow still go to work the next morning. But yeah, those are fun.
Oh, dude, fucking going to work the next day was insane. I would go to work after I would stay at Eastern, which was an hour away from my job, and drive home. Probably like honestly, still halfway drunk. Like
so many nights like lasted till like 4 a.m, and then work started at 7.
I'd be fucking dead.
I did that, dude. If I did that now, I'd call out the entire week.
Dude, absolutely. 4 a.m. That would ruin at least 4 days.
Yeah, I'd call out the whole week.
Oh my God. Oh, it was fucking wild. I was like trying to think. I just like have like some of these memories in my head of just like, you know, like going to the video store. Joe Bob was like big for me when I was a kid, and that was
Joe Bob was huge over the summer. The video store is a good one. Our buddy Mike, who was on the show, I remember, you know, especially in the college days, like when we were home for the summer, just going to his house and just like renting out the video store and just finding the most absurd shit to watch.
Oh man, yeah. I watched The Last Blockbuster recently, and it brought me back. It brought me back to those days, and man, just in the summertime, like you needed that relief from the heat, and it was just like you'd walk to the store and grab a movie and bring it home, and it usually made the heat more miserable.
Yeah, because I don't know why I would always walk or ride my bike to rent it as well. Like even like even when I was at like of driving age, I remember like walking down there.
So did I.
I don't know why.
I mean, it wasn't that far, but it was always like a little further than you always remembered it. No matter what.
Yeah, by the time you get there, you're like, oh fuck, I have to go home now. Like,
it was just like slightly further than like what you remembered. You're like, God damn it. And there was also like a massive hill that we had to hike up to get to our store.
Going home? Oh my God. Dude, riding your bike down. I think that's the problem, is that like riding down, because it's just the most it's like a 90-degree angle.
Yeah.
So like you get down there in like 30 seconds. You're like, oh, this is fucking cake. And then you forget that you have to like ride your bike back up. It's literally impossible. You can't ride your bike.
Scale a fucking mountain on your way back. Oh my God. Well, Mosquito's definitely brought me back to that time for sure. Just kind of.
Have you seen this before?
No, never. Have you?
Me neither. No, I have not. Yeah. And quite frankly, I'm very glad that I did. Gunnar Hansen, the guitar player from the Stooges, is in it.
Who was not who I thought when I realized who he was. I was like, wait, what the fuck? He's that guy?
Yeah. It's only like 20 years after the Stooges were like prominent.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I forget, right? Like I forget how early the Stooges were. But that guy is like a legendary guitarist, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, the Stooges are game changers.
Yeah.
I'm glad he's a Mosquito. I don't know anything about the Saturn Awards. I couldn't tell you if it's even a real thing. I know that there's been, dozens of them so far. This movie was nominated for a Saturn Award.
Wow.
Best horror film, going up against Kronos, The Crow, Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, Mosquito, New Nightmare, Wolf, An Interview with a Vampire.
That's So they just picked all the horror movies.
Which Saturn, yeah, I was gonna say Saturn apparently just lists everyone that came out. Interview with the Vampire 1. The fact that Mosquito was even nominated, I'm fine with. And also, I think I would watch Mosquito over most of those.
Actually, yeah, I think you're right. Wait, there was one in the middle that I was like, oh, I like that. But I mean, the other ones,
New Nightmare.
Yeah, New Nightmare. New Nightmare, I'd probably pick over it. But
Mary Shelley's Frankenstein is the one with De Niro, right? Like,
dude, I loved that growing up. I haven't seen it forever.
We should probably do it for the show because I'm sure it's fucking bizarre. De Niro as a fucking Frankenstein.
And he's like a bull. Actually, yeah, we probably should. I really need to revisit that. That's really. Dude, I was obsessed with it as a kid. I rented it probably like 10 times. Fucking maniac.
I remember liking Wolf, but now that I'm thinking about it, I don't remember a thing about it. Like, wasn't it more like a talk piece?
So here is the thing with Wolf. I rewatched it recently. I feel like Wolf falls in line. I'm looking up my review right now. Wolf falls in line to me with one of those movies that when we were kids, because it came out in 94, and we were like, It was like how we would talk about Chucky, even though we hadn't seen it.
Right.
Like, it captured our imaginations to see like a new Wolfman.
Yes, and it was like, I remember Wolf coming out because I remember like parents and like their friends talking about it, but like I wasn't allowed to see it at that time. So I had like something about it that made me want to see it. Yeah,
for sure. Oh, for sure. I gave it a 3.5. Holy moly. Okay, and like a very vague description.
Let's throw all of the 21st Saturn Award horror movie nominees on the Plex.
All right, let's do it. Let's do it. I recently just threw on fucking basically everything insane. I watched half of Magic Mike and turned it off. You know, it's one of
people that complain about our unstructure are probably so mad right now. But we haven't said a word about Mosquito. I'm pretty sure we've been recording for 45 minutes. But we got good feedback about you listing July 4th movies.
We did.
Not movies about July 4th, just movies that came out on July 4th.
Which is insane. Because like I think like a quarter of the way through, I was like, I think I'm going to stop doing this because this is fucking madness. And there's 56 of these. We had gotten through like 10 at that point, and I was like, oh fuck, this was a terrible idea.
Then somebody was like, I would honestly listen to you do that for an entire episode.
All right, well, guys, the Saturn Awards, the 21st Saturn Awards, we're going to hit up, because if they put these two in categories together, then fuck it. Our friend Adam Lash also messaged us and said that this was a constant on the USA Network.
Yeah.
That's insane to me. It's fucking nuts to me, because you watch this and was like, yeah, put that on fucking TV.
I mean, I really, really liked Mosquito. Mosquito has some of the most stupid looking things I've ever seen. And friend of the show, Moderate Chaos, pointed out that the director worked on, I think he said, Evil Dead 2 and Army of Darkness.
For special
and
effects.
That makes sense. For special effects, yeah. That makes sense, because a lot of it did have that vibe. That kind of like campy horror vibe.
Yeah.
I mean, it was really fun, and like, it had no business. Some of those kills had no business being that good. Like, you see things being pierced, and the gore's like decent. Like, it surprised me.
So, because of the already length of this episode, I think we're approaching like 40 minutes at this point. Obviously, our structure, we should probably structure it a little differently today. But what I'm going to say is, throughout my notes, I kept being like, this guy should have made a fucking zombie movie, because his effects are fucking wild. Dude,
they're good.
The fucking the gore and stuff is insane. Like, this guy should have made a fucking zombie movie. I don't know why he decided to waste his fucking time with a Mosquito movie. Because everything...
Alien Mosquitoes. I loved it.
Alien Mosquitoes is the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life. And also, the alien part of it, which would have been fine. alien mosquitoes, actually, I liked everything about it, but like the bite from the aliens, like just kind of happens. And then for some reason they make radioactive mosquitoes.
Right. Yeah.
Which like, what?
The mosquitoes are huge, and seeing them flying from so far, I laughed so fucking hard seeing those mosquitoes flying.
It's so insane.
Because again, they're so stupid looking. It's like a fifth grader's art project. Like if they were learning how to do claymation.
Yeah, it was insane.
Gunnar Hansen, what did you think of his performance?
Oh, it was not good.
Come on, give Gunnar.
Joe, the guy claimed he fucking method acted to do Leatherface.
Listen, I geeked out when he picked up that chainsaw and he says, "I haven't held one of these in 25 years."
I mean,
exactly 25 years after Texas Chainsaw.
It was, and that is dope. I also appreciated that. And that's all I've got to say about that. Did I hate it? I didn't hate it. It was a little bit too much for me. However, I do have to say there is a character in this. I'm trying to pull up his name right now, actually. Sorry. Steve Dixon, who plays Parks, a meteor chaser. Because I just call him Meteor Chaser throughout it. I don't think that man is an actor. I think he is a legitimate meteor chaser that stumbled onto the set and they just filmed him. His reaction to shit is so bad that it's the only way I could think of it is it's real. It's absolutely insane the way this guy behaves and the way he talks and his faces when he sees stuff is like, holy shit. I don't think he knows he's in a movie, but
the mosquitoes are like radioactive right from the bat, right? We see like
right off the bat.
Whatever.
Yep.
The first couple hits a mosquito, and they like totals their car. And it's just like, what did you hit? And he immediately is like, I don't know, I think it was a bug or something. You can see the corpse in the middle of the road. It's fucking like the size of a cattle.
Dude, later, the corpse is in the road. They look at it, and she's like, oh, I don't know what this is. Then she finds a proboscis, or whatever the fuck it's called. Whatever, the fucking snoot of a skeeter. She finds one and is like, this is on bugs, right? So she knows that much. So she's like, it's a bug. At the end of the movie, she's like, holy shit, this is a mosquito. Look, it's got a proboscis, and look at its body. Lady, that's the same shit you saw at the beginning, except this one has a head.
Identified it. And the guy immediately was like, you know so much about insects. She was like, yeah, well, I studied it. Are you kidding me?
Fucking the craziest shit. Like at the beginning, she's like, no way I can identify this. Look at this. It's a mess. It's the same thing, except the other one has a head. That's the only difference. Fucking insane. And the only two things she's like, the proboscis and the fucking body. I'm like, the lady, like, what the? Yeah, so the skeeters are like 3 feet long.
Yes.
They're kind of cool looking.
I'm fine with them.
When they're not being hung by wire, they're kind of...
Yeah, when they're like just a still thing. They look good, yeah.
Not being like whatever. Oh man, it's fucking amazing. Yeah, they're and the guy from the Stooges, he plays Hendrix, who is a park ranger, and basically kind of like the Bill Murray-ish character of it, right?
From Caddyshack?
Yeah, Caddyshack Bill Murray. Like when he comes out with the fogger to get rid of the mosquitoes, and he's like,
do you remember when that was a thing? Like,
yeah,
having that fogger thing to get rid of bugs, just killing people.
They fucking still do it.
Do they really?
Yeah. But I mean, this guy's like spraying people, which probably was okay in the 80s.
That machine is fucking archaic. But I had seen people do that like in our childhood. You know?
Oh yeah, with that machine.
Spray spray it all over your food. Like, there's no way that was good for you.
Absolutely fucking not. He's also a pervert. He's watching people play volleyball. He gets real horned up on that. and not what you'd expect a guy from the Stooges to look like. He's a big boy these days.
No, he's big and he's old.
You think about the Stooges as all those fucking skinny twig guys, but this is much later in his life. And he died in 2009, so R.I.P.
Rest in peace.
R.I.P. Ron. Was this his only movie, or did he do other movies?
I don't know.
I'm gonna look it up. Wait. Oh, I was honestly, Joe. I was like, holy shit, this fucking. And then I realized it's all a soundtrack.
The most prolific actor of our time.
Yeah, no, he was in a lot of B movies, including
like
Wendigo.
Wendigo?
Wendigo in 1995. I mean, it's not any Wendigo movie you've ever seen.
Oh, okay.
These are all awful. All right. Well, R.I.P., buddy. We meet the head of the Rangers. He tells us that the mosquitoes have a fever, blood fever, which was also another title for this movie, which seems odd because not at all what this movie's about, blood fever. But they made sure to scream it here. We also meet our bank robbers, which is led by Gunnar Hansen, and like a bad version of Trauma characters that are his sidekicks, like real Trauma-esque.
Very, very Trauma-esque. Also, the worst actors I've ever seen.
100%. 100%.
Dude, one of the guys has a gun and points it at the other guy, and the way that guy reacts, I don't know if that guy's ever spoken to a human being before. I've never heard anything like that. Just keeps me like, hey man, don't do that, man. Don't do that. It like goes on and on and on. Like,
my favorite thing too is they get attacked by mosquitoes, the bank robbers. Well, they attack them in a fucking outhouse, which is insane because the mosquitoes are 5 feet long, and the guy is like shitting for like a minute before he notices that there's a 5-foot mosquito in there with him. Then he runs out bare ass, which is fucking vile. And then they're like trying to shoot the mosquito. The mosquito is chasing this guy who ran out of the outhouse. They're just firing bullets at their friend.
At their friend, dude. That mosquito would be so easy to hit for anybody.
It's the most chaotic thing I've ever seen, and they fucking kill their friend, and that's the end of that.
He immediately dies.
That's the wrap. They're just like, oh shit, you killed him. And they're like, oh, well, that sucks. That sucks. And at this point in the movie, we've gotten 2 dead mosquitoes. And 1 dead person, but that was killed by humans. So right now, I was like not super thrilled by it. You know, like I was like, what's going to happen here? Are these mosquitoes even a threat? Because they are dispatching these mosquitoes pretty easily just by driving a car. And does Gunnar shoot it down? Yeah, Gunnar shoots it down in that scene. Yeah. So we've got 2 dead skeeters and 0 threat to human beings whatsoever at this point, right? That is until the boat scene when we finally get a kill.
I love these 2 bozos on the boat. Again, terrible actors.
Probably one of the most insane things I've ever seen. Like,
I didn't write down or make note of anything that they said. I just remember literally laughing out loud every time they spoke to each other.
Which is for way too long. This scene is like at least 5 minutes long. And it's just them fishing and being like, yuck, yuck, yuck. And it was so weird because they were kind of giving us like a little bit of like that killer POV vibe. And I was like, are they going to tell me that there's a mosquito in the lake? Because like they're fishing and he's like, I think I caught something. You know what I mean? And it's
yeah.
They're like, they're pulling on the line and you're like, dude, if a mosquito comes out of the lake, like, I don't know what I'm going to fucking do. But no, that doesn't happen. He catches nothing. And then like a fish pops up and they're like, oh my God. But they are attacked by mosquitoes.
Yes. The enormous mosquito flies in, attacks them. Yeah. Dude, this movie made me laugh out loud so many times. One of the guys hits one with an oar, but then propels himself backwards from the hit into the water.
And the effects are just great. And I love the translucent green slime associated with them. I did love that a lot.
Yes.
It was such a great look.
I don't remember if it. Correct me if it happened in this scene. I mean, I know it obviously happens later on, but when the proboscis penetrates the skin, like he shows it. It's fucking disgusting.
Oh yeah, and that's dude. Yeah, he shows that in actually every proboscis scene. Dude, when wait, because it's what happens. I'm sorry. I just malfunctioned because of the next scene, which is nuts.
Is it the sex scene?
Yeah, Joe, it's the fucking.
All right,
sex
let's just go to it. These two bozos die. We go to the sex scene.
The hardest sesh I've ever seen.
Arguably the most disgusting thing I've seen in a movie because they're All right, so little known fact about me: I hate when things get stuck to me. Like that includes like the sand at a beach. Like it fucking skeeves me out. Like it really bothers me when like sand's stuck to me. Like, I don't like going to the beach. I can't eat Cheetos because that fucking orange shit gets stuck on your fingers. Like it fucking grosses me out. These two are fucking on top of Doritos and hot dogs. It honestly like made my stomach turn. Like I've never been more nauseated as a scene in a movie ever.
Dude, first of all, we share that hatred of sand. I fucking hate sand. And I remember at parties, we would be the only two being like, fuck the beach. Fuck. And it's not about the beach. Like, the beach is fine. It's the fucking sand. It's the fucking sand that's the problem.
I'll go to the beach, but like, it fucking bothers me. Like, the older I've gotten, I'm fine with like walking on it now. But like, if it was to get on like my upper back, oh my God, it fucking...
Oh my God. Dude, that shit sticking on you is just disgusting.
Sticking in the back of your neck? Fuck.
It's fucking gross.
Disgusting.
It's awful. It's absolutely awful. So, I'm with you there. And yeah, dude, they're fucking on their dirty ass plates from dinner. Just fucking railing.
Picks her up and fucking body slams her on Doritos.
And then he's like, I gotta go take a fucking... Or no, he actually says something. I was about to say I gotta go take a fucking piss, but he's like, I gotta go water the plants. Which, like, honestly, that grosses me out more than somebody being like, I gotta go take a fucking... I gotta go shoot piss out of my urethra. Like, fucking water the plants. Like, what are you saying? You're a fucking grown adult. Just be like, I gotta go to the bathroom.
Or just don't say anything.
Or don't say anything.
Like a normal human being.
And then, while that happens, the mosquitoes show up, and the mosquitoes start like tickling her leg with their antennae, which I guess
I was really hoping they were gonna bang, like
dude, I thought
Thanksgiving when the turkey does it.
I thought that was gonna fucking happen. But next best thing is, for some reason, she thinks this antenna is this guy's fucking schlong, and she's like, whoa. But she even is like. She doesn't say proboscis, but she's like, oh, what are your antenna feeling me up? And I was like, wait, what?
Then the mosquito shoves it right into her butt cheek.
By the way, they say proboscis so much in this movie. I actually do wish this woman was like, you're proboscis.
They do say proboscis. That's so funny. The director or the screenwriter must have like just recently heard that word and like, holy
for sure.
Shit. We're gonna sound so smart.
For sure, because I've never heard that word once in my life. They say it constantly in this movie. I wish this woman was like, look at that proboscis on you. But yeah, no, dude, it pierces her fucking ass cheek.
Calling your dick a proboscis is so funny.
Maybe that's the equivalent to our Joe Bob aardvarking.
Proboscis. I'm all for it. We need a shirt.
The proboscis. Dude, pierces her ass cheek. It's not like gross. I mean, it's cool. It's a cool effect.
It is.
I really was concerned where that was going at first. I was like, how hard are we going in this movie?
Me too.
But
I really thought they were going to go for it. I was like, oh my God.
I did too. I was like, this is fucking nuts. This is nuttier than I thought. I would love to see this guy do an unrated cut of this. Anyway, I went from like not liking this movie to asking for a Snyder cut.
That's the horror show way.
we meet our meteor chaser, whose name is Parks. Whether that's his first or last name, who knows? And he's tracking electrical signals with like a fucking Geiger counter or whatever. And it leads them to find one of the dead bodies, which we don't see. And I was like, fucking lame. Then it leads them to another body, which is one of the most grotesque things I've seen in a movie. It is out of control. The guy is fucking sucked. There's fucking pus and green shit all over him.
It's gross. It's gross.
It's amazing. It's so fucking good. It's really great. And I was like, holy shit. And then it cuts to the campground and we see everyone's been murdered.
Everyone's been killed by mosquitoes.
And they all have this gross makeup on.
Yeah, it's a bloodbath. And also, 100% what would happen. Fucking mosquitoes everywhere. I loved it.
It was so fucking good. This guy's got some like real special effects talent. And I think I wish he had made like a zombie movie. I don't know.
I'm fine with this one, man. I'm fine with it.
All right.
This is perfect campiness.
America wasn't, because he never made a movie again.
It was. You know what? How many was The Godfather nominated for a Saturn Award? I don't fucking think so. It probably was. I don't know anything about the Saturn Award.
No, dude, I think the Saturn Awards are like sci-fi and shit.
Oh yeah, you're right. So yeah. So you know what? This was nominated for one. The Godfather wasn't. So
hey, listen.
Get off your fucking high horse.
Wait, dude. Forrest Gump was nominated in the 21st Saturn Awards for Best Fantasy Film.
I mean, Forrest Gump sucks.
It's not a Forrest Gump does suck, but it's not a fucking fantasy film. Holy cow! They just wanted somebody to show up. Best Fantasy Film: Forrest Gump, Angels in the. Speaking of getting through.
Saturn Awards are the only awards I'm going to recognize.
Moving forward, I agree. I actually agree with you. Wait. Maybe Saturn Awards are just dude, honoring the best in science fiction, fantasy, and horror. Wait, but here, Pulp Fiction is nominated for Best Action Adventure. Speed is nominated for Best Actress. True Lies is nominated. What the fuck?
Yeah, greatest award show.
This is the greatest. They're just like, and think about the people that like criticize us for like categorizing things. Dude, Little Big League is in here.
For what category?
He's just nominated for Best Young Actor.
Little Big League was awesome.
Imagine this today. Well, it's probably still going on today. The Mask was nominated for Best Costume. Agreed.
Agreed. Yeah. What one?
Interview with the Vampire.
Oh, that's bullshit.
Time Cop. Yeah, fuck yeah. Full frontal nudity. Hello, yoo-hoo. All right. I'm going to stop reading these.
It started in 1972.
Is it still going on?
It looks like it, yeah.
God bless them.
Yeah, because there was new categories added in 2019.
Hey, can you change the name of the Saturn Awards? Because, like, you fucking talked about True Lies and the Shawshank Redemption. And the fucking Jungle Book. Oh, that was that weird Jungle Book. Clear and Present Danger was nominated. All right, we got to talk about fucking Mosquito, because fucking longest episodes ever. They go by so quick, though. They go by.
They do.
They go by so quick. All right. So the camp is dead. The whole campgrounds is dead, right? We've got a meteor chaser who he's responding to, I guess, the alien crash, right?
Yes.
But now has stumbled upon this group of people, which is really just one guy who has the worst fucking dialogue. I want to fucking punch his fucking mouth constantly. And this female not doctor, she's like a animal expert named Megan.
Yeah. That sounds right.
I don't know. But she was going to work here up until this happened.
Yep.
So, no job for you. Which, by the way, this guy Ray at one point is like, I can't believe you were going to work here. Hey, Ray, she was going to work there when people were fucking dead, you fucking idiot. He said that like while looking at dead bodies. I can't believe you'd work here. Like as if she showed up to an interview and it looked like that. And she was like, well, it seems like a great place.
Sold. Yeah. Be a great fit.
Fucking dumb shit. Fucking asshole. It honestly pissed me off. It sounded like something.
Wait, that was
No, somebody that we like in our old group of friends would say.
Jim.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, Jesus. Like, yeah. I saw that and decided to take the fucking job, you fucking idiot. Get the fuck out of here. Anyway. The Meteor Chaser's reactions too are just fucking great. Like I said, he's like, what in God's name? It's the longest fucking sentence I've ever heard. Happened here. And they stumble upon a boat which is moving. They think there's a Skeeter in there, but there's Hendrix. So this is kind of our little crew, right? It's Hendrix, it's Parks, the Meteor Chaser, and it's Ray and Megan, our two main people. And they eventually meet up with Toby Hooper because they're going to go back. Toby Hooper. Wait. What? I wrote it like throughout the whole fucking thing. I'm a fucking idiot. It's Gunnar Hansen. It's fucking Gunnar Hansen. Gunnar Hansen. So they're going back to the city to report, this fucking disaster that they've stumbled across. And on their way, they're tricked by the bank robbers who are, they do the.
It's just two of them now. Yeah.
It's two of them, and one of them's like, "Hi, I am a good boy, and I need a ride." They're like, "Oh my God, I think you need help." And Gunnar Hansen immediately pops out and is like, "Fuck you."
Dude, honestly, to be fair, if you heard that guy talk, you would absolutely think you needed help. You do whatever you could to throw them a bone.
I think he might have actually been doing his best acting in that moment because he's supposed to be talking like that. Gunnar gets into a fight with him. Gunnar is also wearing like a fucking like George Washington-esque wig.
Yeah. And full army fatigues.
Oh yeah, the whole bank robber crew is wearing army fatigues, which I couldn't tell if it was on brand or off brand for them.
Dude, imagine wearing camo to rob a bank. You stick out like a fucking sore thumb.
Full mirror, and I'm pretty sure Gunnar's wearing like a beret in most of the scenes.
He 100% is. Also, he's such a bumbling idiot. Dude, he always has a map and has like gum stuck in it.
And he does take off the beret eventually, but when he does, he like also like shakes out his like long luxurious wig hair.
Luscious locks.
Creepiest scene. I actually thought it was going to be like a joke. Like I thought they were going to be like, "Oh, it's a wig." And it's not. That's not what they talk about. They're just like sick hair, bro. Oh man. What is a worse villain? The Mosquito. Oh, by the way, okay. So they meet up with the bank robbers, and then eventually the mosquitoes come, and instead of leaving them to die, these nice group of people decide to save the bank robbers and bring them on the bus with them.
Yes.
The mosquitoes attack the van it's pretty fun, right? Like a bunch of chopped up skeeters, some skeeter bites. And they show every piercing of that goddamn proboscis. And it's a fun scene, right? The attack on the van. But here's my question. Who is a worse villain? the mosquitoes and the bank robbers. And I don't mean I'm not like knocking it. I mean shitty at what they do, like bad at what they do. Bad at what they do.
It's the bank robbers.
They're fucking.
The mosquitoes have already killed a whole campground, so they're decent at what they do. Gunnar Hansen and they've already killed one of their own people. They were a party of 3. There's 2 of them left. They haven't robbed a single bank. They've gotten lost. Like that's why they're there. They missed their exit.
That's fair. I forgot about the campground counting, so I guess you're right.
Gunnar Hansen tries to like take them hostage.
Yeah,
and he just immediately gets like kicked in the nuts.
That's why I brought this up, because the big bank robber is like, I got your gun, you stupid idiot. You gave me your gun. And like all Megan does is like kind of just like drop on the couch and falls out and then just knees him in the balls. Funniest thing I've ever seen, by the way. Gunnar Hansen just fucking dead face falls to his knees and then is unconscious. Somebody has to carry him out from a nut shot.
Remember when Gunnar was at Connecticut Horror Fest when you and I went with Tina?
Yeah.
I wish we did this movie then so I could just ask him Mosquito questions. I'd probably be so fucking annoyed. People travel the country to like have him sign Texas Chainsaw memorabilia, and you and I fucking bothering him with Mosquito questions.
He'd probably be like,
Fuck.
I was fucking drunk the whole time. What are you doing? Are you kidding me?
Of course he was.
Free vacation. Shut the fuck up. Leave me the fuck alone. Get the fuck out of my face. Well, they crashed the bus because of a skeeter attack. And the meteor chaser, who also is like wearing a fucking rope for a belt, which you notice in this scene, which was kind of alarming. I don't know why. It just bothered me. It was like, hey guys, I found a place to hide till morning. It's a fucking drainage culvert. It's not a place to fucking hide. And immediately, the mosquitoes follow them inside. And one of the bank robbers is absolutely, oh my God, wait. The best scene in the movie? The bank robber who was left outside of the drainage culvert getting bit by a mosquito. And instead, you know, a mosquito's sucking your blood, so you're assuming it's going to be like the body's going to be collapsing inward. Instead, this guy's fucking eyes turn into like fucking giant balloons and they fucking expand like 3 times the size out of his head.
I posted that one on my Instagram and like everyone's like, "What the fuck are you watching?" Unbelievable. Like, yeah, you're dead on though. Like, why wouldn't they have like sucked everything out of him so the paper thin like collapses inwards, so he blows up like Total Recall.
That's the best. His eyes fucking explode. Anyway, the fucking meteor expert's like, everyone give me your shirt, and he lights them on fire in one of the weirdest, most bizarre and unnecessary scenes I've seen. He's like, I need more shirts. That's why I don't think he was acting. I think he was genuinely like, let's light this. It's like, how long would a shirt burn for? Like 15 minutes? They're like, yeah, now we're safe all night. Thank goodness. Thank goodness.
I even think 15 minutes is generous.
After they figure out that the mosquitoes are making the bodies all radioactive, which really doesn't play a big role in the rest of the movie, but they are really focused on that Geiger counter.
Yes.
They find a farmhouse. And they're like, they're basically, they've resigned themselves to being like, we have to stop them, right?
Right.
And then immediately just board themselves up in a fucking...
Trap themselves. like Dawn of the Dead. Yeah.
It's so bizarre. But they board it up and, again, probably should have just made a zombie movie. This guy probably should have made a fucking zombie movie. But instead, the mosquitoes swarm the house and we get the Gunnar Hansen chainsaw scene, which was fucking cool.
After they both reveal that they fought in Vietnam, which plays zero part, but they have a lengthy conversation about it.
Oh, that scene was so fucking long.
But I do love that Texas Chainsaw callback.
Yeah.
It geeks me out.
So the mosquitoes attack and immediately break through all the boards with ease and just enter the fucking house. Which is crazy because they then just reboard up the house, which I was like, well, that's fucking idiotic. But that keeps the mosquitoes out afterwards. Then they discover that, much like Godzilla, they are sitting on the epicenter of the skitters. They're sitting on the eggs. The eggs are in the basement of the house, and that's why the Geiger counter was acting up. So that's good. This is one of the most insane. Like, I don't know how somebody sits there writing and is like, this is good. This is fine. This is a good way. And it's not that the ending's bad. It's one of the most ludicrous things. Like, people have ever said with words, the human language, because the plan is the dumbest plan they've ever had. Because they're like, okay, the eggs are inside. We have to draw them in and kill them. Right? Makes sense. That's it's been done a million times. The meteor chaser is like, okay, how about this? We blow up the house with gas, and then we'll go to the roof so we don't die. And everyone's like, yeah, that makes sense.
That is their plan. Cut the gas line and use a dumbwaiter. Not even like run up stairs or like climb up. Use a dumbwaiter to pulley themselves up.
Assuming that a dumbwaiter goes to the fucking roof.
To the roof. Which no dumbwaiter would ever do that.
What does that eat? What? Just go up the fucking stairs. I don't... I was so fucking confused. And also, this is fucking thing. And then, so they suggest taking the dumbwaiter, and then the meteor chaser is like, they're like, how do we light the gas? And the meteor chaser's like, I don't know. Somebody's gonna have to light a match. It's like, hey, you guys have fucking gun. Just open up the windows and leave the house, and then fucking throw a match in. Like, I don't. This isn't that hard to fucking figure out. But instead, the meteor chaser has developed the most fucking elaborate way to light matches I've ever seen in my life. He must have sat there for fucking hours making using the Geiger counter to create a match lighting machine. Fucking nuts. And they set the timer. They set it like a 3-minute time. They've got 3 minutes they figured out to get everyone up a fucking dumbwaiter. And get to the roof, and then that's when the match machine will go off. And they get 2 people up to the roof with the dumbwaiter, but the guy from the Stooges breaks the fucking dumbwaiter and
falls to his death.
Crashes to his death in the basement. And now you got Megan and Ray, they're up on the roof, they're safe. And then you got poor Parks and fucking Earl, Gunnar Hansen. And Gunnar Hansen's like, I'm going to save the guy in the basement. What? He literally just crashed like 2 stories, 3 stories to his fucking, he's fucking dead, Gunnar. Like, and Gunnar, that allows us to see Gunnar using his chainsaw, which is fucking great. And that was fucking awesome. Now, Parks is just kind of like sitting there hoping for the best. But Gunnar hits the stone wall with his chainsaw, causing a spark, and and blows up the fucking house. But it's fine because the 2 people were safe on the roof, but they just like jump off casually off the 3rd floor of a roof. So basically everyone's dead except, well, also it kind of like cuts to the next day, but it's still the same scene. Like it shows the sun and you're like, oh, it must be the next day. And then they're just like walking back into the
towards the wreckage, which everyone should be dead because the entire house blew up.
Oh my God.
But Indiana Jones 4 fashion, fucking Parks protected himself from a enormous explosion by hiding in a refrigerator.
He would have just been cooked alive inside of it. And he was like, oh, just like Vietnam. Parks, I actually question whether you've been in Vietnam at this point. Being inside of a fire, inside of a refrigerator, I feel like Vietnam was much worse than that, but that's neither here nor there. And that's the end of the movie, man.
It is. A+ creature feature.
It is definitely something. Definitely something. This got a Blu-ray release in 2015 for the 20th anniversary.
Wow.
Good for them. Here's the
most expensive shot in this movie was the stock footage acquired. To show the mosquito giving birth in the opening.
Oh my God.
It was acquired for $1,500.
That's fucking amazing. I fucking love it. That's so fucking good. TV Guide gave this 2 out of 4 stars and called it a simplistic but energetic B movie. And I think that's a great way to put it. Very energetic.
That's a spot-on review. Simplistic, fun, and energetic. Yeah.
It is energetic. Like that I can't take away from it. Like they went for it, right? Like, and it moves the whole time.
Moves fast.
Moves fast. So good job, guys. Everyone, if you're still alive. Well, I guess most of them are fucking dead, but R.I.P. This guy worked for anyway, sorry. I'm reading on the podcast as people love to hear. So, all right, that's Mosquito. Would you recommend people watch it?
1,000%. I've already sent the link to people. It's on YouTube.
Is it on YouTube?
Yep.
All right, good. So check that out on YouTube. Next week we are doing. Already forgot. Oh, Piranha. I've never seen Piranha.
We're talking about the 78 one, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. It's
Yeah,
Corman. Roger Corman.
It is Corman, and I'm excited to see it. My understanding is the nudity is plentiful, just the way I like it. All right, that's all I've got. I did have another story, but I'll save it. I guess I had a whole bit actually. It was a fucking joke, but it was just to make you laugh. It wasn't for anyone else. So I'll just save it for another time. You have anything to add, Joe?
I do not.
Let's get the fuck out of here, guys. Happy to be back. Live shows. I think there's going to be some coming up, so stay tuned. Stay tuned.
Like live at a venue?
Yes. I'm in some talks. We got some ideas. So we'll chat off air about it. But yeah. Excited. We also got our new merch. One of our new merch designs came in today, so that'll be for the fall. So we're rocking and rolling, heading into the fall for the first time in our career. Finally, planning ahead instead of waiting till like September 15th to be like, hey, we should probably do something for Halloween or October.
I love it.
All right, guys. Follow us on Facebook.com/IHateHorror, IHateHorror.com, and Instagram.com/IHateHorror. You can also donate to us over at Patreon, Patreon.com/IHateHorror. You get access to our Discord, the monthly-ish live shows. And what else do we do over there? Oh, the bonus episodes. Fucking
bonus eps.
The Fast and the Furious ones are fun. When we just bullshit, they're fun. And I think maybe we'll pick another series for Patreon, just to kind of like watch,
Chronicles of Riddick.
Sure, fuck it. Wasn't what I was thinking, but
Big Vinny D series. Keep it rolling.
Let's go, Vinny D, baby. Anything on your end? You already told me no. Joe, where can they find you though?
Instagram, Boognish1985.
All right, guys. Thank you all so much. Really appreciate all the support. And thank you, Joe. And for Joe, this is Sean. Stay weird.
Thank you.
Adios.
I dissect. Movies all fucking day.
Wanna play?
I'm gonna watch what I'm not supposed to watch.
Fucking zombie getting sliced and diced.